Transmitting live from a tower atop the Taco Bell in Haddonfield, Illinois. This is the Robert Dyer Channel Halloween Countdown 2022. And now, a man whose ideal honeymoon destination would be Transylvania, Robert Dyer. Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer Channel Halloween Countdown, where we not only review the top products for Halloween this year, but also any great products that happen to come out during the Halloween season. And that includes this major promotion, I guess I would call it, because there's nothing new inside of it in terms of a McDonald's menu item. But holy smokers, it's the McDonald's Adult Happy Meal, also known as the Cactus Plant Flea Market Box, is what the hipsters call it and what they want you to call it. But more generally among the population, it's being called the Adult Happy Meal. I'm not above ordering a Happy Meal from time to time if they have a collectible toy or item I want, like Spider-Man or Star Wars or something. Unfortunately, there's not enough of that anymore. I mean, I'm still struggling to recover after McDonald's had three Jurassic World movies they didn't have. When back in the 90s they had the Jurassic Meal. So very disappointing. It's a lot more kids stuff, but this they say is for adults. But it has a toy inside, and you get this either with a Big Mac or 10-piece McNuggets, a medium fries, and a medium Coke, or I guess whatever drink you prefer. Now I had to boost mine up to a large Coke because I'm an adult man, and I also added a pumpkin and cream pie. Now there's nothing new in here food-wise to review, obviously. I've already reviewed all this stuff, including the pie, in previous videos, but we are going to take a look at the inside of the box, what you get in it, and of course, most importantly, the toy that's inside. So let's take a closer look at the packaging here, because it's really something to behold. You have this I Love Cactus Plant Flea Market box. So here you have this really incredible, impressive scene here on the side of the box, where you have Grimace and whoever this McDonald's guy is, and he's a McDonald's worker. But you've got this city in the background. It says limited edition. And then here you have this McDonald's restaurant. You see the menu board. It's all dark inside, but you see the menu board all lit up. I have no idea what that means. And I like the fact that it says drive-through on the sign, and then down here they're repeating the name of the box again. And then here on the opposite side, I like this one also. It says choose your meal. And you have these delicious artworks. It makes me hungry to look at. The Big Mac, the Chicken McNuggets, and then they even have the different names for the shapes that they internally at McDonald's refer to them as. Got more McNuggets spilling all over the place. And then once again, as a drive-through fanatic, the fact they just throw in a drive-through sign, I enjoy that. And then here on the side it says mystery inside. Can you collect all four? And then you've got Hamburglar, This green tie. You've got Birdie. You've got Grimace, of course. Apparently they're calling this guy Cactus Buddy. This trucker cap on. Personally, I'm hoping to get Grimace and Hamburglar, but we'll find out what I get. And here we have this ba da ba ba. I guess that's something you say at a hidden door inside the Bilderberg headquarters, and it opens. Seriously is more the signifying the handoff of the McDonald's jingles from Justin Timberlake to the disgruntled NPR reporter. We love to see you. Now there's Ronald McDonald. Wait a minute, they've got all the characters here. Why were they not all part of the toys? That's an odd question. I'm going to ask Mayor McCheese to look into this at the next mayor and council meeting. So some of these guys just got lumped to the N Friends category. Got friend zoned by Cactus Buddy. Let's take a look inside the box, and you have, of course, the Big Mac. You have the large fries I got instead of the medium fries. And then in the upper left, you have the toy. Let's get a look at the toy that I got here. Holy smokers. Somehow got two toys. Looks like I just hit the jackpot. Okay, so here's a close-up of the bags that the adult Happy Meal toy comes in. Put this over, and you got the usual made in China mumbo jumbo. Here we have a little flyer from the box. It says, find out what's inside the cactus plant flea market box. And there's the box. And the other side, on the other side here we have the choose your meal idea again, but this time you got actual photographs. I'm getting hungrier for the Big Mac and the McNuggets, but why can't we have both? Let's go ahead and let's open these up and see what I got here. Oh, yes. Major score. I've got Hamburglar. This is probably the one I wanted the most. And it is, does it do anything? Does it move? Doesn't do anything, it just stands there at least till you turn your back, and then it steals your Big Mac. Let's open this second one. Is there any chance? Oh yes. The Lord has seen fit to provide the two toys I wanted. Got Grimace and the Hamburglar. Holy smokers. The other two, Birdie, I have no interest in. The other one sort of I think has some collector's value, and it has the McDonald's logo. I don't really get this idea about the characters that have been experimented on at Fort Detrick with LSD. We've got these two sets of eyes. I don't really get it, but it would be interesting if these things actually did something or talked or whatever. But I'm certainly pleased with the ones I got. I'm certainly pleased with the food that's inside. Live from the Charles Manson Institute for Strategic Studies in Huber Heights, Ohio, this is Spooky News. I'm your host, TarnationBob. Today's chilling report comes from the great state of Pennsylvania, where a Robert Dyer cult member in Allensville, Pennsylvania, saw this sign stapled to a tree near campsite number 7 in the Rothrock State Forest. And there it is, attached to one of the native Pennsylvania trees, with the official logo of the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Warning, due to encounters in the area of a creature resembling Bigfoot, we are instructing all park visitors to observe elevated park etiquette, be cautious of your surroundings, and to keep the location of any small children, pets, within a tighter scope of awareness. Do not approach the creature. Report any sightings to a ranger front office or to the DCNR office of missing persons. Are your windows shut tight? Are your doors locked? If not, you just might be the next story on Spooky News. Good night. My main complaint here, you've got this fantastic box art that's even better. I mean, you gotta admit it's even better than the regular Happy Meal box. Maybe not back in the old days, but today's Happy Meal box is quite often a Spartan affair. But speaking of Spartan, my one main complaint about this is that they've finally taken the leap forward to have a box. You can get a meal in a box. That's been something you couldn't do before at McDonald's. But now that we have a box, they've shown they can do it. They can, whatever the mold was for this or whatever, they've got it in the computer so they can print as many of these as they want. Now, let's start making a real box meal like they have at Jack in the Box, the Munchie meal. You get all kinds of stuff in the Munchie meal box, and that's what they should have here. You should be getting the Big Mac and the McNuggets. Maybe not 10, but 4 McNuggets, a Big Mac. I mean, you could even put a little salad in there, but whatever gives you a multi-course meal, and then a dessert, you just stick a pie or a cookie or something in there. Please let it be in a wrapper, for God's sake. Let's see more McDonald's adult meals, even if it doesn't have a toy or something in it, just a box meal. That's what I want to see from every fast food restaurant. Taco Bell was doing it off and on in the past, but nobody, I think, has done it better than Jack in the Box. They're really the gold standard for giving you a multi-course meal for a real adult person. And then we get to the other big problem here, which is my receipt. Cactus Plant Flea Market box, Big Mac box, large with large Coke, $14.08. I mean, we're getting up into like Olive Garden territory here. The pumpkin and cream pie, $1. Probably should be 89 cents in my opinion, but it's pretty fair, I think. So a total of $15.08. This is getting really up there for fast food. And then they're not done, because the Montgomery County Council is coming around in their crime car to take 90 cents tax for themselves. That's going right into their Scrooge McDuck vault under the county council building. I mean, it is appropriate to say flea market meal or whatever, because by the time the county council's done with you with all their taxes, the only place you can shop is a flea market. So we're talking about a grand total with the county councils greedily taking 90 cents for themselves, almost that whole dollar. That is going to be an outrageous amount, I think, for a fast food meal of this amount of food. So they certainly have made back the cost of the toy and then some on this price. So that's the other negative here, is the price, especially if you're not obsessed with the McDonald's characters. Now, would I pay $15.98 for a meal that had a whole bunch of different food items in it? Yes, I probably would. I would begrudgingly do it, but at least we'd finally have a real full meal, a full box meal at McDonald's. So if that's what it takes for them to do it, I'm willing to pay for it. The food is obviously 5 stars all around. Coca-Cola is 5 stars. The artwork here is 5 stars. And if you accept that the toys are not going to do anything, then you probably could say, as far as a standing statue toy to put on your desk or bookcase or whatever, it's 5 stars in that sense. But I would say 4 stars for me personally, because they ought to speak or be posable or something. But maybe I'm asking too much. So I'm going to go ahead for the whole box. I'm going to say, because they can do this one better like Jack in the Box does, I'm going to give this a very solid 4 stars out of 5. So I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time on this Halloween countdown. Bye, everybody.